In this video, I'd like to show you how you can make a customized IXL plan for your students using their NWEA RIT scores. The first step in this process is to access your IXL teacher account. Once you're in your account, we're going to come up to the top and select Learning, and then you'll notice one of the sections is Skill Plans, and we're going to select IXL Skill Plans. If you've never been to this area of IXL, it might be worth taking a look. They have lots of skill plans already pre-packaged that you can assign to your students. You'll notice that there's IXL skill plans for our Common Core standards. You also might be able to find IXL skill plans that are linked to your textbook that you're currently using in class. For example, a lot of our students and teachers use everyday mathematics for math. IXL has skill plans already developed for you aligned to what you're doing in everyday math. For today, we're going to continue to focus just on those IXL skill plans that we are creating using students' RIT scores. Up at the top, you're going to notice that we see NWEA map growth, and we can create those growth study plans. You can select math or reading, depending on which one you'd like to do. Now that I'm in the NWEA map growth study plan, I should be able to come up and find a drop-down of all of my students that are rostered for my IXL classes. So for this student, I'm going to come over to Update Personal Plan. Once you're in this area, we can get almost all of the work done that we need to do on our end. So here you can enter the RIT scores for all of your students, and you could do it for math and reading in the same area if you'd like. Up at the top, you should be able to see your student. If I selected this drop-down arrow, I would be able to see all of my students. I also can toggle between students by using these arrows on the left and right. Before I start entering any RIT scores, I want to take a look at the math and reading level and make sure that I've selected the correct grade band. Once that grade band is correct, I can go through and start entering the scores for my students. So I just entered the math scores. And you can see that they're not only asking for the overall RIT, but they're also asking for any sub-scores that we would like to enter. So for math, they're looking at the 4 different categories that NWEA breaks this apart into. I could just enter my main score, but if I took the time to enter each of these 4 strands, that study plan would just become more specific and more tailored to the student's needs. If I wanted, I could scroll down and enter the reading scores as well, and then select Update Your Plan. Once I do this, the students will be able to see all of their assigned skills in their study plan on their account, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. I am currently in a student's account, and I can see when I first open the app, I'm on the Recommendations tab. So up at the top, we're going to come over to the end and you're going to find skill plans. So in this area, your students would see any skill plan that has been assigned to them. This particular teacher assigned a skill plan related to Common Core state standards. And then we can see a skill plan for our math NWEA growth and for our language arts NWEA growth. I'm seeing both of these because the teacher entered the RIT scores for the language arts test and the math test. For this example, I'm just going to open up math to see what it looks like. And you can see that based on my student's RIT score, I have particular IXL skills that have been assigned to me and that students can work on.